right, Sharon. Let's see if this works. I just jerry-rigged my phone there with some tape. All right, you can see me. All right, so first things first, we want to release the muscles in the front of the chest. So laying on the foam roller, you can have your arms on the ground if that feels okay, or supported by pillows is often nice and helps to open it up even more, or placing the hands across the abdomen and letting the shoulder blades drape back as best you can. But then you're holding some tension, usually in your arms. So again, just getting cozy, settling in, taking some deep breaths, and just letting your spine lengthen along the foam roller. And then we'll begin a little bit of pelvic clocking, just imprinting your spine towards the roller, tucking that tailbone under, and then releasing and rocking down towards the tailbone. Let your lower back lift. Exhale to tuck. And inhale to arch. Or you can think about it as that 12 o'clock position of the clock and 6 o'clock. 12 o'clock being belly button to the spine, spine towards the roller, and 6 o'clock tailbone towards the floor, and just release in the middle. With your feet nice and wide so you're stable, take a little rock with your pelvis down off the side of the roller with one hip and center, and down and off with the other hip and center. So at this point, you probably want those hands down. If the arms were crossed over the chest, you might go palms down to the floor. But again, trying to be as passive as possible. Just getting out any little kinks in the hips and the spine. And coming center and letting the head go very similarly, but allow it to kind of roll off of the roller so that you're not staying centered and trying to keep the head right on the middle of the roller. Just rolling it off and rolling it to the other side. Getting little stretches in the neck. A lot of the neck muscles attach onto those shoulder blades and onto the clavicle bones, making those chest muscles tight. Let the jaw be relaxed. Some space between the teeth. And then last one, and coming back to the center and drawing a little line with your nose just up and down. And then keep the face parallel with the ceiling and the floor. Go ahead and bend your elbows, lifting your arms up a bit. And you're going to externally rotate one arm into a goalpost position. The other arm rotates the other way. And alternate. If internal rotation, meaning the hand that's going forward and then down towards the floor, if that shoulder doesn't feel good with that movement, then just stay in that goalpost position and lift and lower those arms. Okay, otherwise, this is a good warm up to do before that one if the shoulders are okay with it. Just taking it 3 to 5 times on each side. Trying to feel that shoulder blade, well, both shoulder blades moving, but one shoulder blade's pulling back around the roller, the other one's shifting forward a bit. Just getting as much shoulder blade movement as you can to get things warmed up in there. And then going back to that goalpost position if you're not there already, and reaching up to a big Y, big inhale. Maybe shoulders lift to the ears if that feels okay, and then exhale, pulling down. When you pull down, just pause each time and look side to side and see, is the elbow, the forearm, and the palm right up parallel with the floor, so you're not getting the hands higher than the elbows. And repeat a few more times. Then bring the forearms together, palms touching, maybe the elbows touch, and reach up overhead, trying to keep the parallel position with the forearms parallel to the floor. Then opening up and pulling those shoulder blades and the arms in and down. And squeeze and lift. And around and down. One more that direction. And reverse, going up and together and down. Okay, stretch those arms out wide, palms up, and give a little shift to one direction. So your feet are again grounded. The roller is going to move between the shoulder blade and the spine, and then go to the other side. So you get a nice stretch on the side that you are kind of rolling away from. And then coming back to the center, go ahead and bend those elbows and reach the fingertips up to the ceiling, and we'll do some scapular glides, moving them apart. And then back around the roller. Give that roller a little hug with your shoulder blades. Inhaling up and exhaling back. And then just like that, but adding on, you're gonna bend one elbow, pulling the shoulder blade back more. You don't want it to pop forward. And then you're gonna reach the other hand up. So one shoulder is stretching forward, one is pulling back. You're gonna imagine that there's a rope hanging above your chest. You'll grab that imaginary rope, pull that shoulder blade back as the other hand reaches up, and then you've just changed sides. And grab and pull. So it goes shoulder blade, elbow bends. Stretching and mobilizing those shoulders. Getting some movement through the spine and the rib cage a bit. And you're keeping your eyes, your gaze towards the hand that's reaching up, just like there's a rope dangling right above your chest. Grabbing that and pulling it down. Okay. Then go back into that big wide armed position. The hands do not have to touch the floor. That might actually cause discomfort, so take the hands up if you need to. If it's comfortable though, the hands can remain on the floor, and then doing some angel wings, angels in the snow, hands up overhead, and then arms down by your hips. And a lot of times the shoulders don't like going up above this angle. Yeah. But if you can go as far as you can without it causing pain, try to get there. Try to increase that range of motion. And if you're getting any numbness, tingling, radiating, hot or cold sensations, those are all nervy sensations, meaning that you're getting in a pinch and you don't want that to happen. All right, so next one, you're gonna do a backstroke, sweeping both arms up towards the ceiling and overhead and around. I like to inhale overhead and exhale down. And this could be done with both arms or one arm at a time. There we go. Getting some coordination going here. And then we get some more core oblique challenge. Maybe some little wobbles on the roller. Trying to organize yourself as you go. Okay, so You're gonna roll off to the side gently, carefully. Push yourself on up. And there's a nice little warm up for you. Little shoulder release.